You know, I have to admit, I've got a 2019 Silverado. And just recently, I found out that somebody with a 2020 had a lifter failure due to this fuel management system that they've been running for I don't know how many years. This is the one I wound up buying. There's a bunch of them on there, and they're around $200, $250. I decided to get this one. It was only $49, and you'll see it in the video where I got it from Amazon. And according to the directions, you don't want to leave it plugged in if you're not going to be running the truck for several days because it may drain the battery. I don't know yet. I haven't used it yet, but I'm about to try it now. And the reason I bought it is so that V8 right there that you're looking at stays on V8, because apparently the fuel management system, when it switches to back and forth from V8 to 4-cylinder to try to save fuel, in which I heard you're not saving that much, it diverts the oil from the lifters, apparently. At least this is how I understood it. And therefore it doesn't open the valves, and it shuts them valves off. Well, apparently it builds up, a mechanic told me, apparently it builds up some kind of pressure or something when you turn them off. And it's creating failures in the lifters. Now, I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm not an expert on it. But I do know somebody with a 2020 just had to have their engine replaced because of failure. Well, mine's only got 48,000 miles on it, and but it's a 2019. And I heard this little device will stop the motor from switching back and forth. I'd rather just leave it on V8 than have to worry about a failure in the engine. So that's what I'm going to do. And if it stays on, I'll just unplug it. But the simple fact that I had to buy this, and Chevrolet has not stepped up to fix this problem that they've had for years, sounds like a lawsuit to me. Because they've known they've had this problem for years, but yet they haven't fixed it. Because if they're having the problem in 2020, they're having the problem in 16, and they haven't fixed it yet, then that's just shitty on a Chevrolet. And I'm really pissed because I've been a Chevy driver my entire life. I had 2 Fords, and I didn't like either one of them. But, Chevy needs to step up and fix this problem. This is just BS. Anyway, I'm going to plug it in. The motor's been running a few minutes, so I'm going to plug it in and see how she works. Alright, it's saying it's ready. It blinked for a couple of times, and then it's saying it's ready, so we're going to see what happens. According to the instructions, there'll be 2 lights, which we see there, that are on while it's not being driven in park or what have you, or stopped. But as soon as you put it in drive, it's supposed to change to 4 as soon as you start moving. And we're going to see if that's what it does. Yep, changed to 4. It changed to 2. Changed to 4. Changed to 2. Okie dokie. All right, now this thing should go into a 4-cylinder mode here in a minute, and if it doesn't, then we know it's not going to. So I'm headed to the store. So I don't know why this thing is not staying focused. All right, we're on V8. See if it stays there. Because usually once you get up to about 30 or 40 miles an hour and you let off the gas, it goes back to, cuts down to 4 cylinders. And I'm going to leave it on V8 And it's usually on 4-cylinder right now. This is my neighborhood I'm going through. But it's on V8, so apparently it works. So if you have any concerns about engine failure, and oh, by the way, the last engine failure of the 2016 wound up costing somebody I know personally $12,000 to fix this truck. And it was out of warranty. So this is, looks like a lawsuit waiting to happen. You shouldn't have to do this kind of thing for a vehicle that you pay thousands of dollars for. But anyway, apparently it's working. It's staying on V8, and I'm going to drive it like that. And I'll try to do an update and see if the mileage changes. I don't think it will, because I do mostly in-town driving anyway. And it's, it's just up and down, up and down. So anyway, at least it works. We know it works. So you guys take care, and please follow and subscribe on YouTube. Follow on TikTok if you would. Help me out a little bit. It won't cost you a penny. Thanks a lot, man. You guys have a great day. Here's what the box looks like when it comes in the mail. And the instructions are on the back. And it does have a little bit of, it does pull a little bit of power, because I turned the truck off and then I unplugged it and just plugged it back in with the key out of it, and it still, the light went off, but it went out. So it probably does pull a little bit of power. And I don't drive my truck, a lot now that I'm retired. So I'm just going to unplug mine and plug it back in. But as long as you drive it, they say within every 5 days or so, you should be fine. But the positives, it doesn't go down to 4 cylinders no more. It's got more power. You can feel it pulling harder. Takes less effort, seems like. And the shifting's really smooth. The gas mileage for town went up. And the highway, I think, is going to stay the same, it looks like. Because I drove it for just a little piece down the highway, but not far. But them things tell you what you're getting. So it looks like it went up just a little bit for town driving, which is good. And like I said, the shifting is a lot smoother. And now you don't have to worry about your lifters. Because I'm telling you, man, if one of those lifters quit on you, you're in trouble. So, like I said, save yourself a lot of money, put one of these. It's a shame that we have to do this. But this was the cheapest one I found, and it works. It's $50. So you guys take care and have a great